Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Did that really happen, or are you simply being overdramatic?
Of course it happened! I heard it straight from the horse's mouth! Oh, she is a rather horse-faced girl, that Astoria Cricket. She and her friends were moaning about me of all the nerve. Then I heard her plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings to have me stolen from the 3 broomsticks. That's where my other frame hung. A hovel of a place, though I suppose one could do worse. I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So back to your frame.
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, I was being manhandled by rogues and carried off. As if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the 3 broomsticks.
Just who is Astoria Cricket, and what would she want with your frame?
She's a 4th-year troublemaker, that's who. She and her band of hoodlums discuss all sorts of misdeeds right under my nose, and then resent me for overhearing them. I can only assume they took my frame in some misguided attempt to punish me for doing my job.
What do you mean you do important work for the headmaster?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard. Reminds me of my prefect days.
Então só se um chip, basicamente.
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you see anything from it?
I most certainly can. They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly though, won't you? The place they took me to is quite beneath me. Off you go then. It's an outrage. No one makes a
Isto é
fool of
tal side quest que eu estava a pensar que me faltava. Afinal precisava de fazer mais uma história, uma missão de história.
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt ever again.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. If you ask me, he's got nothing to scream about. I could have had him put in the Hog's Head. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I were you, I should enjoy it. Lovely chatting with you.
Ok. 3.000. Então está mesmo na parte de baixo do mapa. Yeah. Luckily, we have flu flames. Como é Ignition diria? Seria bastante chato viajar isto tudo.
I'll check your pockets after you. Iona Morgan was a good... You... Should never have come in.
Não sabe nadar. Coitado. As ruínas provavelmente na parte de cima, não?
No one's going to pay a ransom for that. Protego! Pacific Totalis!
You've been known to use the dark arts. Somebody else to send you. You're only but it won't work.
Eu não fiz nada. Vocês já começaram a bater.
Descendo! Expelliarm! Accio! Incendio!
Alguém diz... Ah, estou a dizer para cima. Esta casa tinha uma
I should investigate.
como é que se diz? Uma parte de baixo, yeah. Uma cave. Não tem. Não tem. Será aqui? Também não acredito que seja aqui. Não, não é aqui. Catator. Ah, era aqui.
Well, it's about time. It's a wonder there's anything left of me.
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about burning me. Me! If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd realize I'm worth more to them intact and at the 3 broomsticks.
How was that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
Yeah, não lhe vou dizer
Let's
nada.
get out of here then, shall we?
Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased.
Algo me diz que dá para metê-lo no Hogwarts.
Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here. I shan't stand for this.
Exatamente. 3 broomsticks or at the
Would you
Hogwarts.
please meet with me in the Great Hall? I have come upon a difficult time, and I need a friend.
Are you familiar with the hamlet of Irondale? It's south of the castle. I think the cave that Doran wanted us to find is near there.
Sebastian, não tem nada? foi da Poppy? Yeah. O que se means? Vais diretamente para o Hogshead. Snitches get stitches. Neste caso.
You there? Are you deaf? There's a terrible draft in here going straight up my pantaloons.
Neste caso, mas aqui para este estabelecimento muito fino.
What is the meaning of this? This isn't the Three Broomsticks.
No, it's not. It's the Hog's Head.
Did you fall into a cauldron of stupid potion? You brought me to the wrong place. It's absolutely vile in here.
Oh, give it a chance. You might grow to like it.
Please, you can't mean to leave me here. Please.
Goodbye, Ferdinand. Enjoy your new home.
Oi! I normally toss the both of you out. I like the look of the fancy man. Target practice.
Please, you can't use me as target practice anymore.
Cloda. Muito bem. Agora vamos ter com a Nai. Tá no Great Hall. Pelas minhas contas, só me falta uma missão secundária. E obviamente faltam as questlines
Some days are more difficult than others.
dos outros três, da Anai, Sebastian e da Poppy.
Lassie, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Each day they remain free, they do more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get them. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get them, beginning with Harlow. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You made it!
Essa é de noite. Ah, não. Comer uma Moonstone.
At least we're out of the classroom.
I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumor was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumor, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Espero que não. Bem, temos mais uma cave com 2 collection chests. Perfeito. É daqui do Felcroft. Que são os últimos 2 que me faltam. Tem ali uma secção.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Tenho que explorar isto bem. Mais nada para ali? Não. Só ter a certeza. Just making sure. Uou, jovem. Calma contigo. Eu estou sem esquiva.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Voipers song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Collection chest. Go to that light.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Voipers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Esquisito. O mapa diz que dá para ir para ali, mas...
Why am I not surprised? First the Voipers and
Revelio.
Okay.
we need to find moths for those spells.
Aqui, ó. Abre este. E já está aqui
Lumos.
Lumos.
agora. Este. Agora não nada. Acho que não. Este. Aqui, ó. Não abriram nada. Este. Aqui, ó.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding moths.
Ah, já sei, ok. Este. Vai abrir este. Aquilo é um.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Só duas? Do pulso?
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Revelio.
Precisamos de duas. Se eu fizer isto.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
E deu. Nice.
Merlin,
Lumos.
it's beautiful.
Lumos.
E agora este.
Lumos.
You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
None. Slots are full. Eu acho que também não preciso de comprar mais nada, mas posso simplesmente vender. Mas pronto, em vez de vender. Pelo menos davam-me coisas verdes para desferir. Já mirei umas coisinhas.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Revelio.
Aqui? Tá. Ah, esse aqui é melhor.
Given what Swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them.
Aqui é uma munição.
Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
I think I'd like to look around a bit first.
I suppose we could spare a moment. Very well. We should leave soon. The longer we stay, the more I want to prove.
Ok. Deixa-me só ver. Onde é que é o outro Collection Chest que eu não ouvi? É aqui. Passei mesmo aqui ao lado. O que é que isto vai abrir? Do bolso. Mas não me abriu o que eu queria. Mesmo assim não foi o que eu queria.
Revelio. Eixe, eu bem que tinha reparado nisto, mas pensei, não deve ser, afinal. Deve ser nada, disse eu. Ou melhor, pensei eu. Ei, vocês são chatos, é? Como dá, pronto, como dá aqui. Isto é a saída, digamos assim. E está aqui. Maravilha. Isto é bom. Bem, vamos voltar para a Poppy e sair daqui. From the outside, you'd never guess this place even existed in here.
I have a feeling that was the idea. Are you finished exploring?
Agora sim.
I believe I am.
Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Tem que dar a volta.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
This is Stone
I
Age.
think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Vou tentar fazer formato qualquer no chão.
That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Oh.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
Não me digas que ainda vamos encontrar os pais dela.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the Moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Na hora de fazer o